Collective. Somebody is really in this nasty energy of regret and guilt. This is somebody who is imagining alternate scenarios, unrealistic outcomes because these outcomes did not happen. It is giving, had I known, I would have, I could have, I should have treated this situation differently. But they're moving past the point of accountability where they have to admit that they did not handle the situation accordingly. Somebody doesn't want to face the reality of what they've actually done. Instead, they would rather sit in an illusion, imagining how things would have turned out had they not done whatever this is. Some form of a betrayal, something that cannot be undone, something that is fixed. And now reality hits because these alternate scenarios are just an illusion. All the woulda, coulda, shoulda goes out the window. Somebody's got to come to terms with something that they did. Okay. Holy Spirit, beautiful divine angels, please put a shield of protection around me. If you are new to this platform, welcome to Spiritual Court TV, where we talk about all things spiritual. If it was done in the spirit realm, thought, deed, written, known, unknown, it will definitely be illuminated. Okay. This platform and myself, my gift is dedicated to the divine, and so is my energy. I wish you peace. I am a messenger. So if something happens to trigger you into a mental instability, physical instability, spiritual instability, I pray that you are able to be strong enough to call out to your higher self to hold you up so that you will know what you need to hold yourself accountable to. Triggers are really good. If this message triggers you, it's because it's something that you need to look at. And what you do with that information and how you apply it to your life is absolutely going to determine how this situation goes moving forward by way of your destiny and the lessons that need to be learned. Big shout out to the angels. Let's get into it. Somebody needs help. This person is like, they're overthinking, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Somebody is really imagining what if they hadn't have done something? Would have been the case. Okay. Somebody needs help. HELP. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Somebody was confused. They didn't know what to do. So they decided to just completely like stay in between realms. Or what is this? Stay in between decisions. Somebody was riding the fence. They didn't know which one they wanted to be with. Somebody, this is a love situation. This could also be a friendship. This could be somebody that just sided with the opposition, sided with something that got put to rest. Whatever it is, it backfired. Somebody keeps imagining what would have happened had they not done this. The Eight of Cups, abandonment, and the Four of Swords. Okay. Something about abandonment, emotional abandonment. Somebody didn't give their all. Somebody was not emotionally responsible when it came to how to handle energy in a situation with a lover. Two of Swords. Somebody had two lovers, two people, or two things that they love. Now, two lovers doesn't necessarily have to be another person. Somebody could have, put somebody in competition with their bad habits. Whatever that other love was, whatever that forbidden love was, they regret it, and they're imagining how things would have turned out had they not made the decisions that they made. But again, missing the fact that they did do this betrayal. They have to admit that. Nine of Swords is like, ooh, thoughts running rampant, racing, anxious, unhinged, imagining something that did not happen the way that it happened. Somebody has to admit what they've done. Yeah. This bad habit, this could have been overworking, overeating. Somebody put something in the place of a very valuable relationship and they made a bad decision and they went towards whatever this was that put them in the Nine of Swords. Somebody went towards their bad habits. That's what I just heard. Yeah, somebody could have been juggling somebody. Okay. Was this a love situation? Was this a love situation? What is this about? Help card. Somebody needs help. Somebody could need some real professional help. Ooh, wait, judgment in the reverse? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What did somebody do in the spirit realm that they got judgment in the reverse and they need help? Woulda, coulda, shoulda. They tried to sacrifice you. They tried to sacrifice you. This could be any kind of a relationship, romantic, friendship, work, situationship, whatever the case, it was somebody that was close to you that is imagining, had they not betrayed you, how things would have turned out. Now they need some help desperately. Exiled in the reverse, left for dead in judgment in the reverse. It's not looking too good for whoever this is. Could be a karmic feminine, family member, whatever, doesn't matter. Somebody's in a karmic situation. And the spirit realm has already chimed in. The spirit realm is here to speak its piece, and exiled is in the reverse. So this is a sacrifice that went bad. Why did somebody sacrifice this relationship? What happened? They were tempted by the devil, lustful energy, some type of promise. Something was very tempting. Something was even tantalizing. Somebody was tempted by a temptress, by a tempter, something. The temperature is hot, something is hot. Six of Pentacles, somebody was paying for something that was forbidden. The devil. Six of Pentacles, they were giving a lot of their time and energy to this, a lot of their resources. Was this a love situation, or was this addictions, or what is this? Temperance energy. I'm telling you, somebody was tempted. Somebody had an angel on one side and a demon on the other. Somebody's angels were around them, warning them, giving them signs and synchronicities, but somebody was too far in with the devil. What's that Six of Pentacles? Because over here you have something that takes somebody down a dark path karmically. And then you have something over here that's divine. Something about whoever you are, chosen one, you entered into this person's life to help them find some type of life's balance, temperance energy, peaceful, calm, balance, Archangel Michael, masculine, feminine energy. 1 foot in the water, intuitive, 1 foot on the land, grounded. Yeah, look, whoever you are, chosen one, somebody's angels were telling them not to do this. Judgment in the reverse, exiled in the reverse, not to abandon a situation that's going to help them to balance out their life. Somebody forfeited their destiny, or they forfeited a choice, a good choice for something that led them into a very solid, dedicated, committed relationship with the devil. Tempted. Clarify, is this a love situation? What's going on? Somebody's a whole liar. I don't know. Habitual liar. That's what I just heard. Everything you ask them, everything they say, if you ask them a question, it's a lie. The answer is a lie. Ace of Swords in the reverse is somebody that doesn't know how to tell the truth, or they've lost track of reality and maybe they believe their own lies. Ace of Swords in the reverse, a habitual liar, somebody that they can't stop telling a lie. They're addicted to lying. With the devil energy, clarify. What's the Ace of Swords in the reverse? Chaos energy. Somebody put somebody in competition with something, a place, a person, people, places, and things. 5 of Wands. There was chaos outside of this temperance energy. This temperance is balanced, it's peaceful. It's this, somebody had a whole nother life. Somebody had a secret life. Yeah, somebody had a secret life, honey. 5 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, the devil, Ace of Swords. Somebody had a whole bunch of people in chaos. All their relationships, all their outside relationships were draining. These people were bound to situations and they still wanted to maintain some level of a connection to a star, a chosen one, a healer, Aquarius energy, Sagittarius energy. Because you're somebody that is a star of the cosmos. You have some type of cosmic connection. There's something very special about you. The color blue could be significant. The color green could be significant. Earth energy, grounded, stable. You make somebody feel safe from their chaos. This is chaos that they kept a secret. Somebody had a whole nother life. Somebody was somebody else to a whole bunch of people. Nobody really knows who this person is because there's somebody different to all these people that they have behind the scenes cloaking these relationships. Clarify the 5 of Wands. Yeah, child, somebody is a dark ass person. Four of Wands in the reverse. Ooh, this person got a lot going on. Something about an organization. Somebody could have kept their alliances a secret with the Four of Wands in the reverse. What's the Four of Wands in the reverse? Three of Pentacles, yeah, in the reverse. Third party situations. Somebody is like, I don't even think you know who this person is, collective. I don't think you care to know. I just feel like the truth is coming out because the truth needed to come out. With the star and the temperance energy, it appears as though you've created some type of peace for yourself, collective, with the entire situation. And this is probably why the truth is being exposed probably more now than it was at the time that you were connected to this person in some way. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. This person is running rampant. Their mind is very antsy. Like, I can't even really pinpoint their thoughts. They're just so antsy. They're all over the place. Okay, if it had only gone like this, if I, they play this out so carelessly, dangerously, because it's not a reality. They play this out in their mind. They lie to themselves with the Ace of Swords in the reverse, so much so that they've eliminated this feeling of guilt, because in their mind, they're thinking, if I had only given to this person. So then this then takes them into a very superficial, fabricated world of imagining what it would be like to be in this star temperance energy with you, only to find that reality is going to keep reminding them that was not what they did. Woulda, coulda, shoulda doesn't apply. We can only deal with what you've done, sir, ma'am. This person plays this out. They lie to themselves real good that in their mind, they have played out a complete and total scenario, living in peace with you in their mind's eye. But it's not in the reality. This is not happening in the 3D. I can't make this up. The Six of Swords in the reverse. Six of Swords in the reverse is somebody who's chaotic. Somebody that is being forced to admit their own lies in the presence of themselves. Somebody had a whole bunch going on behind the scenes. Clarify the Five of Wands. This person is depressed over you. What's the Five of Wands? The Four of Cups, because they missed an opportunity to sacrifice you. That's why. Something was supposed to get them some type of higher level ranking, possibly in some type of an organization. Not only that, they were sleeping with a lot of these people, men and women both, within this coven. You were supposed to be the ultimate sacrifice. You were their way to the Ten of Pentacles. Now, by way of sacrifice doesn't mean that there was any spell work that was done, but they walked away from you. This is abandonment. Somebody turned their back on an earth angel and went towards chaos. Unhealed people, third party situations, everybody sleeping with everybody. Somebody's in a third party situation and somebody is thinking about you, but somebody's in a third party situation and the person that they're with is in a third party situation. And the person that person is with is in a third party situation. Everybody's for everybody. Six of Swords in the reverse. That's a lot going on with their physical attributes, sexual energy. That's a lot of crossing up, a lot of DNA splicing, a lot of confusion, a lot of chaos. And somebody is thinking about woulda, coulda, shoulda. I feel like this person feels as though had they done something differently, yeah, they're imagining what it would have been like to be in the Ten of Pentacles with you. Somebody's under an illusion. These are lovers, okay? Somebody walked away from an actual soulmate, a twin flame, or whatever you want to call it. If it's not a soulmate, it was somebody that they were supposed to mirror by way of accomplishments and temperance and star energy. Ten of Pentacles, abundance. Somebody didn't mirror you. They turned their back on you and went towards the devil, literally, the devil. Five of Wands. They put people in competition with you behind the scenes, people that were a part of some type of spiritual group. So if they were putting these people in silent competition with an earth angel, that means that these people were doing something in the spirit realm to try to violate somebody who didn't know what was going on. This was like secret alliances. Somebody had a whole nother life, honey. Yeah, I just heard, who do you love? Are you for sure? Who do you love? for sure. Ooh, somebody had a whole bunch of situationships. Now they need help. Seven of Swords. Somebody is sneaky. Sneaky. And they're projecting out an energy of guilt, hoping that you receive some form of inclination to show them some sympathy. They're simply imagining the way they wanted your connection to go with them, collective. But again, in all truth and reality, spiritual court has already chimed in. The judgments in the reverse. Spiritual court is only dealing with the actual facts and what actually happened, which shatters this person's illusion of a woulda, coulda, shoulda scenario that did not happen. Sir, what you did was, let's help this person take accountability. This is what the spirit realm is saying. What you did was you put a chosen one in competition, signing these agreements. You had the Two of Cups with everybody, baby. In fact, you were in bed with the devil as often as possible. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody was a third party connoisseur. Two of Cups, they had the Two of Cups with everybody, and the Four of Wands, they're connected to some type of an organization. What's the Four of Wands? Or these are just toxic soulmates? Is that what this is? Yeah, somebody was meeting people. Four of Wands in the reverse, okay? So these are low vibrational people carrying low vibrational entities, okay? They're all basically attracting their shadow selves, is what this is. Four of Wands in the reverse. Some of these people are witches, they're practitioners, they're all low vibrational, and somehow they have seemingly quite easily navigated to one another. This person was sleeping with a lot of people. Two of Cups, Three of Pentacles in the reverse, and the devil. Child, that's a lot of sex. Six of Swords in the reverse. Somebody's taking several trips to the clinic. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. Harvesting energy. Five of Wands. Is this person is fighting with all of the people that they're in a relationship with. Somebody's got a Two of Cups with at least six people. They're all witches. Four of Wands in the reverse. These are dark soulmates. Okay. Somebody could have been getting somebody's information. This could be like a hookup site, meeting people online, whatever this is. Something took them into a dark demonic realm, whatever this is. They turned their back on this, which was in order, and they went towards something. Page of Wands and a Page of Swords. Somebody could have been addicted to pornography. Somebody could have liked younger men, younger women. Okay, something about the page energy. Yeah, I just heard 19. Okay. Somebody could have been looking at somebody that was 19 years old, 15 years old. I can't make it up. Nine of Swords. This person could not like control their demons. Something about needing to be delivered from whatever this is. There's a lot of chaos behind the scenes too. A lot of chaos in these relationships that this person was hiding. Somebody had a secret life. Now they're watching you. I know you lied, imagining what it would be like. Two of Wands. If I had only made a left turn, I could have had a good life with collective. Collective is in the Ten of Pentacles. Star energy, they're happy. Temperance energy, they're peaceful. They're calm. Three of Wands, they're moving forward. Everything looks good. Yeah, and this over here is complete and total chaos. There's a lot going on with this person and whatever they got going on that they kept hidden with the moon energy. Somebody that's under the illusion, they're just imagining what it would be like to be with you. And this somehow brings them some type of peace. But it's always temporary, because when they come to the reality of it, or they take a couple of steps back, they can see, hey, this is not even happening in real life. Six of Swords in the reverse. They're the person that's coming off very messed up. Somebody's life went from okay to bad to worse. Like, had they made a turn with you, this is what they're saying. If I had only taken the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands and left, when collective told me, hey, come follow me, let's do this, let's do that. If I had only, then my life would have been the Ten of Pentacles. This person sits up and spends a great deal of time allowing their mind to wander, projecting out the illusion of a woulda, coulda, shoulda as energy, only to realize that they didn't. And so now we have to deal with the truth. The truth of the matter is, they literally sacrificed not just their relationship with collective, but with the divine, y'all. They turned away from God. Look, the devil, Five of Wands, that's chaos. What is that? Somebody was looking, somebody had a wandering eye, and somebody wanted a younger person. This could be a masculine or a karmic feminine. Take it as it resonates with the moon energy. There was always something there, Spirit is saying, collective. You intuitively were getting nudges. You felt like something was lurking beneath the surface. Like you could look into this person's eyes and you're like, something ain't right. Whatever it is, it's going to come out, and here it is. Yeah. You went in another direction anyway. The Two of Wands and the Three of Wands, it's like constantly moving forward, constantly making great strides towards your 10 and your star energy. Yeah, your path is illuminated. Yeah, you accepted this. You surrendered this. You walked away. And really, in reality, this person walked away from you and they did you a favor, probably without knowing at the time. Somebody really believed that they were going towards, Spirit says their appetite. Okay, somebody had a very big appetite. Somebody could control their appetite for something. They walked right into chaos. Ooh, the third party got a third party, and the third party's third party got a third party, and the third party got a third party, and the third, like, ugh. And somebody's sitting up in this imaginative ass, whimsical ass, cartoonish ass. This shit didn't work. You did not do that, sir. That was not the scenario. Somebody's sitting up thinking, if I had only done this, we could have had it all. Yeah. It's a hell to the no. I can't make it up. Thinking about the Empress. Divine feminine. So this could be a karmic masculine, could be a karmic feminine, could be ex-friends, co-workers, doesn't matter. All these people are people that you don't even need to look back at. And you're not. They've been discarded. A lot of woulda, coulda, shoulda. Had I only known. But you didn't, and you did. Let's deal with the truth. Judgment's in the reverse. You don't get a second chance to make a first impression when it comes to collective. We're not even interested in that type of connection. And besides, the spirit realm has chimed in. So who are we to get in the way of the natural order of things when it comes to nature and the truth unfolding as it should? Yeah, listen. Somebody's sitting up lost. We could have had it all. Rolling in the deep. You had my heart inside of yours, and you played it to the beat. Knight of Pentacles and a Seven of Pentacles. Somebody breadcrumbed the collective, the Empress, and went and made alternate deposits. Seven of Pentacles, sowing their seeds in other relationships that they felt satisfied their appetite. Somebody followed their appetite, and the devil was waiting. Now they're screaming out to the Creator saying, don't you see me down here praying? And the Creator said, go run to the devil. That's where you wanted to be. Free will. There's freedom in free will. And somebody consciously made a decision. And at the time, had you asked them, are you sure this is what you want to do? Look at how they're coming out in the upright. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, this is what I want to do. Somebody had the nerve to literally, Knight of Pentacles, breadcrumb, the Empress. Spirit says this is the hardest memory for them to remember is how they did you. Knight of Pentacles, a breadcrumb energy, and how they went Seven of Pentacles and sowed their seed in other places that they felt were more worthy of their attention or the attention to their appetites. Ooh, wee, honey. The devil in the Six of Swords in the reverse. Nine of Swords, honey. Completely spazzing out. Can no longer believe a lie. Collective is really gone. They can't, some of them can't believe what they did. Some of them can't believe that you're in this winning energy. Some of them really feel like they're dreaming. Some of them are like, what? 10 of Pentacles. What do you mean? Collective got married. Collective bought a house. What? What the hell is it? Like they cannot believe it. I mean, they literally are sitting up thinking like, I cannot believe I did this. The Nine of Swords is like somebody like, oh, they like spazzing out because the reality is they thought they left the best worse, whatever situation. They thought they were leaving the worst situation in the Five of Pentacles out in the cold for people that were catering to their devil energies, their appetites, younger people too. Somebody is like, I like them 25 and up. Somebody could have even made an exception with the 19-year-old. Somebody likes young women, boys, guys, men, whatever. Nine of Swords, all over the place. Appetites, just out here, wilding out. Somebody sitting up, contemplating, meditating, imagining what it would have been like to be at peace with you, and how they turn their back, baby, only to realize that the Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse. This opportunity has since come and gone. Ain't no sense in sitting up what you wanted to happen. We got to deal with the fact of what actually happened. What is the facts of the matter? Yeah. The Emperor's energy. I can't make this up, y'all. Somebody was supposed to go and have a really good life with you. The Emperor to the Empress. I cannot make this up. Temperance energy. This person was supposed to mirror your efforts by way of divinity with Temperance, Star, Ten of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and a Three of Wands. Beautiful, bright future. Instead, no, they did not. The Two of Cups no longer belongs to them. Hence the fact that the Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse. Yeah. Who do you love? They didn't know. Who did you love? Nine of Swords, baby. You going crazy. You going crazy. Are you for sure? It's over. The world. Imagining something that never happened. This is what this person is doing. They're imagining an outcome that never can be. This is what they're doing. They're literally tormenting themselves, imagining an imaginary life. Ace of Swords in the reverse, telling themselves a lie that was supposed to make them feel better. But when they come to reality, they spaz out. Nine of Swords with the Five of Wands. They get angry. They could be fighting people around them, or they could be irritated. They get angry when they realize that this is not their reality, but it very well could have been. Wow. I just heard this person hates themselves. Somebody was tempted by a lover. While they gave you the Knight of Pentacles, they went into the Six of Pentacles with a whole bunch of people. Somebody could have also been open to threesomes. Somebody could have found a freak in the sheets. Somebody that's with that work. Yeah. Somebody's open to like sex parties, polygamy, whatever this is, devil in the Three of Pentacles. Because I keep seeing the third party had a third party. These people could have been inviting people in. Like whoever this person met, they were very impressionable, or these people, because they're coming out as pages. Like inexperienced, but kind of gullible, will do. Somebody was looking for people they could control. And whoever this was, somebody was open to it. Somebody's like, yeah, you can bring another girl in, or you can bring another guy in, or whatever this person's appetite was. Somebody was catering to that. Somebody saw that that was more fulfilling than going down a boring ass road to be an earth angel, gaining wisdom and ascending as a god and having healthy sex, sexual rituals by way of relations. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Somebody is overthinking, honey. Somebody is like, why did I let her give me brain? Why did you let her give you brain? She took you right into the den with the devil, or a he, and took you right into your appetites to eat. And so you feasted off of low vibrational energies and turned your back on a very beautiful commitment. Something had great potential. Had this person just trusted, Spirit is saying, had they just trusted in divine timing over this Two of Cups, this would have turned out to be a happily ever after. And this is really what's killing them, y'all. What's help? Why do they need help? Somebody's also part of some type of coven as well. They need help because your ancestors are on that ass. So they actually did try to sacrifice you then. Okay, so they did something in the spirit realm too. Yeah, they did. They tried to take your life. Ascendance in the reverse. Somebody knew that they weren't good enough for you. They knew they couldn't maintain you by way of your level of high frequency, but they definitely wanted to keep you bound long enough that they could come and just kind of take from you. Judgment in the reverse, ascendance in the reverse. Hey, somebody tried to take you out though. I feel like when they walked away, they thought that that was going to take you out. When somebody walked away, because I'm not getting this energy of Somebody went in and was like, oh, I want to execute this person. But they knew that taking something from you and leaving you behind would hopefully get them some type of recognition amongst these people. What's the Four of Wands in the reverse? Yeah, the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Child, somebody went towards a nasty lady. Four of Wands in the reverse could be an Aries energy. This could be the head of some type of group. Somebody that they slept with is a witch. So this could have been the one that they were lured away from. This could have been the one that was open to anything. This Queen of Wands is like, yeah, we could be with a girl, we could be with a guy. They're switch hitting, they're doing whatever because she has something to benefit from when it comes to her contract with the devil. Okay, so now we're getting to the meat and the potatoes of it. This person then goes towards a Queen of Wands, a karmic feminine, who's about anything. They're open to anything, multiple partners. They're not really sweating this person on being faithful. Whereas over here, somebody's being called to be somebody that they can no longer pretend to be, which is the emperor, an upstanding guy. You know, the emperor takes care of business. He's a caretaker. He's a safe space. Every divine feminine wants to feel safe. We don't always want to be in the Queen of Swords, but we will cut you if we need to. Yeah, it's giving that kind of energy. You got the Lovers. Yeah, somebody ended up with a whole shit show of a mess here. So is this Queen of Wands in a reverse? Yeah, this Queen of Wands is a witch. Oh yeah, somebody went towards a witch. Ten of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles in a reverse. Sure the heck did. And this person lured them away from their divine partner. Now they're bound to this person. They could have even convinced this person to sacrifice you. Yeah, look. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. This is somebody that you're no longer in alignment with. If you ever were, they forfeited a version of themselves. They never really did anything to you, divine feminine. They forfeited a version of themselves, and now you have a real divine masculine here that's coming in that's mirroring this energy. Somebody's destined for a beautiful partnership, while somebody over here is bound to the devil in some type of whatever this is. Okay, Three of Pentacles in the reverse, third party situation. Nine of Swords. They can't get away from a witch that has them bound, and this witch is a part of some type of coven. So this witch has some help, okay? This man lied, stealed, stolen, stealed. Why did I say stealed? Somebody was trying to steal? Ace of Swords in the reverse. Somebody was lying to cover up this secret life. The things that they were doing was freaky. Somebody's freaky. Now they need help. So they could be calling out to you. Maybe this is why they're imagining that if they had done right by you or not abandoned you emotionally, spiritually, tried to sacrifice you, that you would be able to have helped them. Yeah, they want to work with you. Okay, so some of these people are calling out to you because they need your help, collective. Oh, wow. They feel like this witch has them listen, this witch has them exactly where they need to be. You know why? Because that's where they want it to be. See how that works? Who are we to step on any witch's toes? Them witches know. They know not to come this way. They know the rules. They can play around with him or her because that's what they all signed up for. Okay. Let me see what's going on. Let me try these cards over here. I want to see what this Queen of Wands got going on. This Queen of Wands currently could be getting some type of a tower because the Empress keeps ascending. Okay. So something that this witch is doing to this masculine, okay, is making him think about the Empress more and more and more and more. So some type of love spell or binding spell is actually thrusting a masculine into the dark night of the soul. And this is what's putting him in the energy of woulda, coulda, shoulda. Okay. So this Queen of Wands in the reverse, her magic is backfiring somehow, but it's the catalyst to this man's awakening. But he's still bound to her. He came in towards this Queen of Wands in the reverse as a Knight of Wands. Very immature, very simple, very silly, very much not thinking about backfires, repercussions. Yeah, look, he had a whole Ace of Pentacles with an Empress though in real time. Whoa. Spirit just says he's the laughing stock of the coven. This witch enjoys the fact that she took somebody's divine masculine and lured his ass away, and she married him in the spirit. Queen of Pentacles in the upright, he could have seen her as a suitable partner. And somebody was more appealing, more appeasing, like, yeah, you can sleep with other people. I don't care. Somebody's not putting any restrictions on the relationship. It's unconditional love. You can do whatever you want to do. But with the Empress, there's conditions. Yeah, you got to respect her. She's a divine feminine. You can't just keep running up and all up in the ruck with all these different body odors and secretions. So whatever y'all got going on over there in the devil's den, it's a hell to the no for the Empress. Show me this Queen of Wands in the reverse. She got this man bound, honey. She drew this man in with magic. She feels as though he was an easy catch. His appetites. He was wearing his appetites, okay? Somebody was easy to do magic over. This is what she's saying. Show me this Queen of Wands in the reverse. Speak your truth, ma'am, in this reading, the Four of Coins. And so what she did was she kept quiet about something. She manifested something. Clarify this Queen of Wands in the reverse over this masculine. And she presented a Nine of Cups energy. She then went into the spirit realm as the Queen of Swords, and she severed this person's connection to the Empress. So this person would not see that that's where this person's blessing was. Instead, she presented herself with magic. Nine of Cups could have done some type of water magic and earth magic. Four of Pentacles to lure this man in, and she presented herself to be the better option. Queen of Swords, she outsmarted this man. He was open to it. This man is wearing a lot of his appetites. Yeah. She could have even said to him, who do you love? Are you for sure? Because somebody was in a commitment. Clarify what's going on. Yeah. Who do you love? Are you for sure? Death. She gave this man an ultimatum. She had done heavy spell work, witchcraft. He saw her as his end all be all. She was the one. He then puts an end to a relationship with the Empress and he abandons her and he turns his back on her and he walks away. Okay. So now he goes towards this very attractive relationship and he sees it as his Ace of Cups, a new beginning. This man is happy to be with this Queen of Pentacles, happy to be with this Queen of Wands in the reverse. And then there's a change of events. The Six of Wands, this man said, I'm winning. I got a good one on my side. Ooh, and she's open to my appetites. I could be myself. If I want to be with another woman, she's cool with that. If I want to be with another man, whatever I want to do, this witch was not combative. She did all of her work in the spirit behind the scenes with the Four of Pentacles. She was very quiet about her spell work. Clarify this Queen of Wands in the reverse. This person says, I won. I can win. Divine intervention is here. This is how she presented herself, to be that of a divine feminine. And he believed it. Give us current energy now. With the Queen of Cups, honey, somebody was definitely coming out like they were divine feminine. And this man said, oh, I am so happy. You are the one, honey. The magic started to work. The magic started to lure him in. It was a wrap. Three of Pentacles. He then started to engage and he included this person as a third party situation into his relationship. Clarify their current situation, Queen of Wands in the reverse. Now shit has hit the fan. Yeah, I can't make it up. Two of Wands in the reverse. This shit backfired. Two of Wands in the reverse. Oh, this backfired real bad. This is probably one of the most powerful beauty spells, love spells that I've ever seen. Somebody definitely convinced somebody that they were the Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups, Queen of Swords, Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. So much so that this man was like, I know this is the person I want. And he turned his back on the Empress. Two of Wands in the reverse. Now something has backfired. Something's being balanced out with the Two of Pentacles. This feminine could have this man bound for some type of spiritual contract or whatever their spiritual agreement is. He's bound himself to her. But with the Two of Pentacles, that's like going back and forth, weighing your thoughts, thinking woulda, coulda, shoulda. He's thinking about the Empress. And so this Queen of Wands in the reverse, her magic is not working. Five of Cups in the reverse, this man is coming out of depression. Clarify, and he's realizing what happened. I can't make this up. The Queen of Wands, he's remembering how this woman once presented herself and how he really truly believed that this was his person. Ace of Cups, when he walked away from the divine feminine, I'm telling you, this man did so confidently with the Six of Wands. Somebody's like, shit, I'm winning. I got a good one. Queen of Cups, she's sweet, she's nice, da, 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 da. Three of Pentacles, and she knows I'm in a relationship. Let me just close this out. Death. This was enticing. Somebody allowed them to have other sexual partners and things like that. Now, let's keep in mind, this is a Queen of Wands in the reverse. This is a witch. Of course, she's going to allow that. Because when he sleeps with people, she then is the benefactor to the energy on the receiving end. She doesn't care if he sleeps with people. At this point, he's slowly but surely binding himself to her, all his versions of himself, because somebody had a whole secret life that somebody didn't even know anything about. Two of Pentacles, now he's starting to weigh the options. He's starting to think, but his roads have been blocked. There's something that he needs to settle with this witch. I just heard it's only one way out and only one way in. Yeah, this man is going through some type of an epiphany with the sun's energy, thinking about the divine feminine. This witch is thinking that you're doing magic over him, divine feminine. She could be wondering, how is it that her magic is having an adverse reaction on this man? Why every time she does a binding spell, a something spell, a truth spell, whatever she's doing to get him to open up to her so that she could somehow still keep him bound to some type of contract, why is it that he keeps thinking about the divine feminine? So she believes now that her magic is like going against your magic, but divine feminine, you're in a commitment. Knight of Wands in a reverse and the Four of Wands, divine feminine. Yeah, you don't want this person. You see them as irresponsible. Six of Swords, you've sailed to calmer waters. This is an energy of acceptance. This is like, it happened. Okay, cool. I'm moving on with my life, bet. And you kept going. You see this as a blessing. Knight of Wands in a reverse. Yeah, there was some type of like energy of promiscuity, cheating. Three of Coins, Knight of Wands in a reverse is somebody that is out there getting it in, honey. Every little chance they get, now they're thinking about you. So this person thinks that you're doing something with the Knight of Swords. This man could be plotting to hurt this witch. Why is she scared with this man turning violent towards her? Because the Nine of Wands is in the reverse. The veil has been lifted. She has nothing to cloak herself. Her magic is not working. Her magic isn't working. Clarify? So she feels like you're doing something. Yeah, he's thinking in his mind how he wants to leave, or he's planning to leave. Something has come to a halt for whoever this Queen of Wands in the reverse is. With the Two of Wands in the reverse, she's been crossed up. So she's still doing magic to keep him, but he's thinking about the divine feminine, and she believes that the divine feminine is doing magic to draw this man in. But in fact, divine feminine sees this man as somebody immature. Don't nobody want no Knight of Wands in the reverse. So she feels like you're doing magic against her magic. Because why is it that he wants to leave? This is a binding spell, the Fool. Well, really, she's now like helping him to awaken with the sun's energy. That's really what's going on here. Justice is being served, and she doesn't like it. The Ten of Wands, it's a very stressful situation. Justice, this could be a divorce. Yeah, there's some spell work that's not working. She can't put him in a lustful energy. What's the Six of Swords in the reverse? Yeah, these people got sexual addictions or something like that with the devil. A lot of sex going on, a lot of sex magic, a lot of binding spells, a lot of, every time somebody tries to think to move forward, somebody throws sex at them. Every time they think that somebody is thinking about you or something, they throw sex. They want to have sex, the devil. And the Ten of Wands, this is to weigh this man down. This is to keep this person bound. The devil, the Fool, he's already planning to leave. There's a divorce proceeding here with Justice and the Fool. Somebody's planning to get away. Clarify this Queen of Wands in the reverse. She's frustrated. The Hangman. Clarify this Queen of Wands. She knows that this is karma. Queen of Wands in the reverse. She knows that this is karma. Three of Swords. It's a breakup. She knows that this is the way things go. So what seems to be the issue, Queen of Wands in the reverse? Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. This man doesn't want her anymore. He doesn't want to invest his time. King of Pentacles. Somebody could actually have married this person. If not like in real life, somebody married this person in the spirit on so many type of spiritual contracts, it's not even funny. But Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, maybe he's not having sex with her either. Somebody's not making a deposit. That's what I just heard. Yeah, this person's saying we could have had it all. He is literally thinking about the High Priestess. This is scary. Ten of Pentacles and the High Priestess. He said, we could have had it all. Wow, the High Priestess and the Ten of Pentacles. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. The way life would have been, but it didn't happen that way. Whoever this Queen of Wands is in the reverse, she knows that the Three of Swords, this is the way it goes. Somebody was not going to be able to keep this man forever. Two of Wands in the reverse, she's now going through some type of karma. She presented herself real good. I'm not going to even lie. As a divine feminine, she looks like a real divine feminine. The way she showed up in this man's life, whatever glamour magic, whatever coven she's a part of, this is some powerful ass magic. Enough that it convinced this man to change his fate. Because it was never really like, this is what the universe is showing me. It was never really like, oh, she took this man from the divine feminine. She simply catered to this man's appetite. This was an easy slay. This man was weak. And she just simply honed in on his weaknesses and she fed his appetite. That's really what this was about. This man has some type of fear of like doing the right thing or messing up, or that's the energy that I pick up from this person. And when I mean doing the right thing, she didn't take him from the divine feminine. She took him away from God. That's a completely different conversation. It's divine intervention. It was what he was supposed to do, listening to his higher self. He ignored his higher self. Yeah, that's really what this is about with the moon's energy. Look, she always had a plan. Somebody slowed down somebody's progress. Because at some point, Spirit is showing me that this person could have never have resumed anything with you, collective. Yeah, they could have never resumed anything with the divine feminine. At some point, this devil, this person, this witch was simply just leading him to his appetites. That's it. Because she gives me this energy of like hands off, like I didn't take him from you. I didn't do anything. I just, this is what he wanted. Like, it's like that. She's very hands off. She's very much by the rules. She knows that this shit is over, but she feels like, oh, well, that's how she feels. She'll just go get somebody else now. This is how this person moves. But she does it in a way that somehow the karma really doesn't, I don't know, come back to her. Yeah, she always has this victory. Look, Six of Cups and the Six of Wands. This person's a part of some type of coven, some type of code. This is some powerful ass magic, though. I'm not going to even lie. This is somebody that looks really beautiful. Four of Swords. These people done had sex with too many people. Somebody's afraid to go get test results. Yeah, Five of Pentacles, child. I cannot make it up. Clarify this Queen of Wands in the reverse. Very peculiar energy. She really doesn't have any remorse. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles. She's looking for somebody else. She's on to the next. This is a younger too. This is a younger person. If she's not younger, then she's a little immature with the way that she thinks, which makes her come off very young. She's looking for a King of Cups now, or she's already in a relationship with the King of Cups, and she's hiding this with the Hermit energy. Here's the thing. This person was in a Six of Swords in a reverse with the Four of Swords with the Devil's energy. Somebody's infected. This woman is sleeping with people for strength now at this point. Clarify, they had a lot of sex. Yeah, somebody was like, had an open relationship. Polygamy. Clarify, somebody was sleeping with a lot of different people. There's a lot of people here. Somebody was secretly sleeping with a whole bunch of men too while they were connected to whoever this man is. There's a lot of men here. God, dog. 1, 2, 3, 4. Somebody is off the chain. But they get energy from these people with strength. Yeah, Knight of Wands in the reverse. I can't make this up. Somebody is with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like 4 or 5 men here. But they're getting strength from them. Wow. Yeah, it's a wrap. Nobody's coming towards this Queen of Wands in the reverse. So that's maybe why the Two of Wands was in the reverse. I feel like up until this point, this person had no remorse. They do this to every guy. It's not a big deal. They paint this narrative. They cater to their appetite and somehow they benefit from the energy. But with the Three of Wands, okay, nobody's coming towards this Queen of Wands in the reverse. And with the Four of Swords and the Six of Swords in the reverse, this Queen of Wands in the reverse might be afraid to go to the doctor because she might have caught something in this situation. There's a lot of people cross and sleeping with each other. And yeah, somebody had a whole nother life, okay? Four of Cups. They've missed an opportunity. None of these men are moving towards this witch. I just heard, oh, I need to re-up. Clarify this Queen of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, she gets off. This is succubus energy. Incubus energy. She needs a man, honey. Look at all these men. Another Knight of Wands, another Knight of Cups. Young guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Somebody's sleeping with like 7 men. But they can't get anybody to like, it's like now that this relationship is about to be over with whoever this person is that's thinking about the divine feminine, now that that's about to be over, somebody is like trying to go back to people that they had a connection with. Four of Cups. But nobody's like fooling with them. It's a lot of men. What's the Four of Cups? She's missing opportunities. Her glamour spells, her stuff, it's not working out. Three of Swords. People are walking away from this person. This Queen of Wands in the reverse. So up until now, getting a man wasn't really a big deal, but somehow with the tables turning, she can't seem to get a man. Two of Cups in the reverse. I can't make this up. Somebody needs to feed off of men. Look, this is a succubus witch, strength. And she does it through sex. She needs to feed, honey, and she can't seem to get a man. Two of Cups is in the reverse. Three of Swords. People are walking away from her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Somebody got a lot of different men. Three of Wands that they want to travel to go see. What the hell is the Three of Wands and the Two of Cups in the reverse? Good Lord. I'm telling you, the devil. Somebody's was having sex with all these people, and now they can't get anybody to have sex with them. But it's probably because of what they got going on. Yeah. They gave somebody something. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Clarify the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody betrayed somebody sexually. Somebody's out here sleeping with people they don't even know. They ain't been to the doctor. They don't know. This is too much going on. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody, honestly, y'all could have been selling sex. There's a lot of men. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And they can't get anybody to come towards them. But then again, somebody could be finding out where they caught something. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. These men don't want to invest. The devil is like a freak. They'll do anything to get it in. This person is like, I'm going to cater to your appetite. What is it that you like? No judgment from me. If that's what you like, that's what I'm going to do. Two of Cups in the reverse. But nobody is going towards this Queen of Wands in the reverse. This is crazy. Look, because she was coming off like she was the Empress, and now she can't seem to pull it off. This is glamour magic with the Ten of Wands. Why is she so stressed out? I thought you was the Empress. Now we finding out you really the Queen of Wands in the reverse, the Empress in the reverse. Ten of Wands, she's stressed out because her magic is not working. She got all these people with magic, honey. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. She gave somebody something. All these people. I don't know what the hell they got going on. Six of Pentacles in the reverse with the Two of Cups in the reverse. Somebody's like, I'm not messing with you anymore. And whoever this guy is thinking about collective, he's got to get his life together. They went too far. Whew. Close this door, Holy Spirit. I call back all my energy, please and thank you. Close this door. Yeah. We don't want this person around. Ace of Wands, Divine Feminine, you got a new beginning. Divine intervention is here. Okay. The star energy. Dreams are coming true. You're hopeful. Not even hopeful. You know what's going to happen. To hope is too close to belief system to me. I don't like to hope. We know what's going to happen. Yeah, look, you're confident. The Chariot, you've moved on. This person knows it. Yeah, I feel like when people come from out of that spell work and it hits them what actually happened, they can go through like spiritual relationship PTSD. Let's just say they were under a spell for like 5 years and then it automatically breaks and then they're seeing everything for what it is and they're looking at the person that casts the spell on them and now everything is starting to make sense. And 5 years felt like 5 minutes, but really somebody stole your time and your energy. only to move on to somebody else that they thought they were going to be able to do their magic on. Now that witch can't cast no spell. Ain't nobody going towards that. The Two of Cups was in the reverse, child. This person can't attract nobody to feed off of. Ooh, I've seen people come up out of spell work after 5 years and they're just like, oh, coming to the reality of what actually happened and what was going on. Ooh, child, it's a lot of emotions, spiritual PTSD. This guy could be worried about his life, his sexual health. He found him a freak, honey, somebody that was catering to his appetite. And she was catering to a lot of people too, but he wifed her up. And now somebody's trying to go back to what they were doing before they met this man because that's all they know to do. And now they can't. Karma says, I'm doing everything right. That's what karma said. Karma says, I'm going to do everything right. Everybody's going to get exactly what they need. That's what I just heard. I love y'all, okay? Thank you for watching Spiritual Core TV. I'll see you in the next reading. Peace be with you.